Hello there, guys, and welcome to the first episode of SketchCasts. Now, on this first episode, I'm going to focus on trying to tell you why do I think that you should use Sketch, giving you a brief overview and demo of its main features. Now, let's start with where can you get the app? Well, Sketch 2 is available on the Mac App Store with a price of $79 at the time of this recording, and the guys at Bohemian Coding, and they're the company behind Sketch, they are kind enough to offer you a free 15-day trial on their website. So if you still don't have Sketch, you can just go to their website and download a free trial and play with it. Now, all of these links are going to be available on the show notes below, so be sure to check it out. Now, actually, even before launching the app, I just want to point out something that I think is pretty cool. And that is the app itself is only 11.7 megabytes, in contrast with, let's say, Photoshop, which is more than a gig in size, I think. So we're talking about a very light and fast app here. So to this episode, I'm just gonna be showing you off this is the mockups that I use for the SketchCast website. As you can see, a pretty rough early mockups, but you can get the idea. So yeah, this is Sketch. You have the toolbar up here. You have your objects hierarchy list, whatever, on the left, and you have the inspector on the right. And in the middle you have an infinite canvas. So that means you are not constrained by the dimensions of the project. So you can just keep adding, and it's infinite. Well, it will scale. Now, so what's so great about Sketch? Everyone's talking about it. Well, first of all, Sketch is a vector graphics app. And what that means is that everything pretty much scales. So in this era where you have a gazillion different types of devices, you as a UI designer, you don't want to be making all of the different assets, all different sizes, aspect ratios. So you just design once and everything pretty much just scales. Second thing is that Sketch was made for web and UI design. We as designers using Photoshop are actually like hacking the app, because Photoshop was made for photo and intense graphics work. So we as designers, let's say UI designers, are actually hacking it to our needs. And with Sketch, it was made for us, and that shows. So everything that you can expect. So let's say, okay, I'm gonna be creating like a shape here, right? So everything you expect, let's say border radius, with just a click of a button, and you can edit its border radius, and everything is non-destructive, so you can actually edit its value anytime during the project. You have like gradients. Just a click of a button, you can change its radius. You can change, actually they give you some presets. You can change the colors. You can change the type of gradient. So here we have linear. You can give it a radial one, right? You can angular. So this is pretty cool. More, you have borders, right? So again, click of a button, you can add as many borders as you want. You can set it starting on the center, inside, or the outside. You can give it a width, the color, and that's basically it. So shadows, again, click of a button, add your shadows, give it its coordinates, blur value, spread, color. You can give it inner shadows as well. If you live in 2004, you can add a reflection. So if you're into that, again, one button. The guys with the latest release, I think, I don't want to be wrong here, but I think with the latest release, they added the famous iOS 7 background blur. So let me just try to show you. So we create actually, let's put it inside. So I create a shape covering it. I'm gonna click on Gaussian blur, but you can change the type of blur, and they call it the background blur. I need to make a little transparent. Probably give it like a color. Well, wrong color. You can get the point. So this is the iOS 7 background blur. Pretty cool. So what more? If you're working on web design, actually they give you some grids. So this is pretty cool for layout and whatnot. So you can actually customize the grid settings. So give it a width, the columns, the gutter width, the column width, everything. You can customize it. It has. I'm gonna turn it off now. It has a great text engine. So, you can see, I'm zooming in on the text. It's very crisp, very sharp text. If you're designing a pixel perfect mockup, you can actually toggle, see the pixels, individual pixels, so you can design even to the pixel level, like that. I'm gonna hide it now. Yeah, and it's great for, let's say, icon design. So as you see, so I created this shape. I'm actually going to create another shape, let's say circle. So we have two shapes. I'm going to select both of them. I'm going to click on union, and that's it. We have a new shape composed with both of the two previous shapes, and all the style is still applied. So we still have the same gradient, the same border, the same reflection. Everything just applies here, and you can actually, again, this is non-destructive, so you can actually edit the previous shape individually. Still, nothing is lost here. So that's pretty cool. Another cool thing, and again, it's more for web design, but so if you're working on web with a web developer or something, and you wanna take this to code, so all of the styles, it's basically everything that you see here on the inspector. So gradients, borders, shadows. You can, with the right mouse click, you can copy its CSS attributes. So just to show you how it looks, I'm gonna open Sublime Text here. I'm gonna paste it, and that's it. So you have the border, the gradients, actually border radius. Here's the border. You have the shadows. So this it comes in handy a lot. And if you're like I'm gonna create another object, let's say right now like a star, you can click on this one, select copy style, and paste the style on this new one, and there, everything applies. So this is pretty cool. You can organize your projects in pages. You can create some artboards. I'll cover all of that in more detail in future episodes. So you can see here I have the episode page. You can the about page. So yeah, and you can organize it pretty neatly here. So in this example, so I have here team. If I scroll down, I have the individual members. So yeah, you can get pretty organized here. Again, with the help of artboard and a lot of more tools that I can cover in future episodes. So when you want to export it, you just click on export. It automatically creates a slice for the whole project. But so actually, let's go to that first button. So you can export. I'm gonna select just this one. I can trim the transparent pixels, and that's gonna get rid of all the white space. And you can export it as double size, so automatically creates a Retina version with even with the naming convention. So it just appends the add 2x to the file name. Or if you're like me, you're designing on a Retina MacBook Pro or something, you can actually export it half size. So it's up to you. And when you click on export, you can save it as PNG, JPEG, TIFF, all the usual suspects. And because it's a vector app, you can export it as PDF, EPS, and SVG. So for SVG animations, this is actually pretty good. And as you can see here, it has iCloud support. Now, the cherry on top of the cake is that Sketch is a Mac-only app. And so everything that you expect, all of those new fancy features that Apple likes to feature, like, as I said, iCloud support, it has autosave, so you don't need to be hammering on Command S all the time. It has versions, sandboxing, all of that fancy stuff. In fact, it has won an Apple Design Award in 2012, I think. And the team behind it is constantly pushing new updates. In fact, you can apply to their betas and check it out for yourself. So before I go, I just want to show you an example that actually they feature on their website, and here it is. So this is, here you have two images. So this is actually an image, a PNG, I think, of a car, and here on the left is actually the same car made entirely on Sketch. This is like a vector car, so this is pretty impressive. So everything that you see here on the left is made on Sketch, and you can see it's a huge project, it's a huge file, a lot of elements here, and yeah. So this is just, actually they show off this on their website because it's pretty impressive, and it's a statement to what you can do with Sketch. So yeah, this was the first episode. Leave me a suggestion on the comments below, or email me. You can send me a tweet, everything. We have a roadmap page here on the nav bar on this website. You can check it out for yourself, like what topics are we planning on covering on future episodes, and what features. So yeah, be sure to leave your feedback, and I hope that if you were not familiar with Sketch, I hope that I got you interested in it. So thank you guys, and see you next week.